This is not another stream. This is the moment we show up. Real talk, real truth, real people, ready to ride. No filter, no fluff, just raw conversation that hits where it matters. Welcome to the revolution of You Become You Live. Let's do it live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it! All the time. Hey fam, it's me, William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill. And I'm here with my thought of the day. And my thought of the day is that you're not stuck, you're starting over. I want to talk to the version of you that's been waking up every morning wondering, why am I still doing this job? Why am I still here? Why do I feel like faking sick just to get a break from this madness? You ever been there? I have. Boy, have I. And if you're nodding your head right now, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not crazy. You're not dramatic. You're just in a situation that's been draining your energy, your joy, your confidence for far too long. Let's call it what it is. It's not the work that's breaking you. It's the environment, the toxic culture, the narcissistic leadership, the fake family vibes that felt warm in the interview, but now it feels like a trap. And yet you stay. Because let's be real. 2025 is not the year you want to be unemployed. I know. Jobs are limited. Inflation is up. Security is fragile. So you stay for the paycheck, but listen closely. Surviving is not the same as living. Not all money is good money. And just because you need the paycheck doesn't mean you have to hand over your power, your peace, your identity. You see, narcissistic leaders, they know how to keep you close while breaking you down. They praise you in private and tear you down in public. They dangle dreams in front of you, promotions, raises, titles, but they never deliver. It's at the right time. You haven't grown enough. They love to make you think you're the one falling short. But let me be clear. You were never the problem. You didn't lose your confidence. It was stolen. You didn't misplace your worth. It was buried under weight of someone else's ego. The narcissist. Let's say that one more time. You did not misplace your worth. It was buried under the weight of someone else's ego. You did not misplace your worth. It was buried under the weight of someone else's ego. So today, I'm challenging you to do something different. Not something drastic, not quit your job and walk into the sunset. That only happens right in the movies. But something real, something powerful, something that starts with the shift. Here it is. Do one thing today that brings you joy. I brought a book from my daughter at the Honey Pot, and it says, do one thing every day that brings you joy. And I'm going to start doing it. Do one thing today that moves you closer to your purpose. That job is not your purpose. That job is paying your bills. But once you get aligned with your purpose, the money will come. Don't quit your day job. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. Do one thing that reminds you of who the hell you are. Someone told me that 2010, during the economic downturn, she looked at me and she said, you've accomplished so much, but in this moment, you have forgotten the magnificence of you. And I don't know how to tell you how to get that back. I still remember that conversation because that day changed the rest of the days of my life because I started to remember. I was told I was great when I had forgotten I was great. Start with your LinkedIn. Seriously, update your headline, read your about section like you've never seen it before. Does it sound like you, the real you, or some old version that's trying to sound professional? We evolve, and most of us created our About Me section when we first joined LinkedIn and never really thought about it again. Look at it, rewrite it, not for the recruiters, but for you. So you can look at it and say, yeah, that's who I am. Said it earlier, listen closely. Not all money is good money. Not all praise is real praise, and not all titles are worth the trauma. And if you're waiting for the boss to suddenly recognize your brilliance, stop. It's time you recognize it. Let me give you some signs to pay attention to. Here are five ways you know you're working for a narcissistic leader. And take it from me, I've been there. Number one, they take credit for your wins, but assign blame when things go wrong. Sounds like someone in office. They promote loyalty over actual results. They micromanage your talent and call it mentorship. They flood you with compliments one day and silence the next. They isolate high performers so no one can validate their truth. Then, because it's not always just the narcissistic leader, 5 signs your workplace is toxic. You're emotionally drained before the day even starts. Honest conversations are punished, not appreciated, and you should always be authentic. You should also always be professional. I'm not saying go in there and knock people in the head, but if you feel a specific way about something, I value people that push back because I'm not always right. And so if you're surrounded by yes men, then the leader isn't getting what he wants out of his people. So be the person that says, I agree to disagree, and we can go, I'm willing to go in any direction, but can you hear me just for a second? Next, boundaries are mocked. The we are family language only protects the inner circle. You're praised in private but disrespected in meetings. Does any of this sound familiar? So now let's flip it, right? Because it's not about them anymore, it's about you. So here are 5 ways to take your power back starting today. Refresh your LinkedIn profile like you're rebranding for your future. Start tracking your wins privately if you must, but consistently. And the reason why that's so important is because we are our worst enemies, and then someone else is going to tell us when we fail. So we're never really identifying those wins. Reconnect with mentors and friends that actually see you. Identify what really matters. Is it freedom, growth, creativity? And aim in that direction. Set a personal deadline for change, not someday, a date, and start reverse engineering this escape plan. Let me say this before we close. You don't have to quit tomorrow, but you do have to stop pretending you're okay. You do have to stop gaslighting yourself into believing this is normal. It's not. You deserve more. You always have. So this is your wake-up call. Not the kind that makes you panic because you got a job, right? You just don't want to be there. But the kind that makes you remember you're not stuck, you're starting over. And when you do it with clarity, do it with courage, do it with your head held high, your heart open, because what's coming next is so much better than what you've ever left behind. So let's go. Let's walk, head held high, remembering who we are, and not let someone's fragile ass ego make us forget who we are. Peace out, my peeps.